For years, Scott Beckenhauer helped others navigate life's toughest moments. But earlier this year, the Omaha pastor faced a challenge that tested his own faith in ways he never expected.
What I love most about being a pastor is just being the hands and feet. I know that God can do his work without me, but he invites me into it with him. That's fun to meet people, can serve people, get to preach God's word.
After months of sickness, worsening numbness, weakness, and nerve pain, doctors at Nebraska Medicine discovered a rare condition, causing a brain bleed and a large lesion in his neck, leaving him with significant loss of function.
They found what they called a dural fistula. It was a 1 in a 2 million case. So what did it look like? What does recovery look like? Nobody had a clear answer.
For someone whose faith guides both his life and his work, the uncertainty was difficult to accept. When he arrived at Madonna Rehabilitation Hospitals, Scott set his goals high despite the unknown.
Number one, it was to do everything that was asked of me and a little bit more. And I said, I want to walk out of here. And being in a position where I was being moved by a furnace, that seemed pretty cool.
I remember the first time that we walked, I had to sit in front of him on a stool, help move his right leg forward, block knees, and he just really had a lot of shortness of breath.
Through high-intensity gait training, countless repetitions, and a soundtrack of 80s classic rock, Scott began rebuilding his strength one step at a time.
I started using the music because I noticed he was concentrating on what wasn't going well, so I used the music to distract and also get him to breathe so that I could get more walking time out of him. That high intensity really works on muscle strengthening and it improves balance. We're not actually working on balance. His bird balance score, first time I did it, was a 19 out of 56, which is a very high fall risk. I redid it again about a week and a couple of days later, and it was a 30 out of 56. And I did not work on balance things. We did high intensity gait training all that time.
As his strength improved, Scott continued working through the cognitive challenges caused by his condition.
I think the biggest challenges was that physically he could not move, but mentally he couldn't process through that movement pattern as well.
Throughout recovery, Scott leaned on his faith, learning that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the willingness to keep moving forward in spite of it.
I'm a pastor. People think that just means you're professionally great at having faith in all circumstances. And the reality is this has brought me face to face with so many things about my own personal faith. And it's challenged me in ways that I've never had to be challenged before.
Let go, let God. This is not your burden to carry alone. You don't have to worry so much. You are going to continue to work hard and live in the now.
As the weeks passed, the progress was impossible to miss.
When he first got here, he wasn't getting out of bed. I was having to pretty much help lift him. He didn't have a lot of movement in his legs. Now he's barely holding on to anything. He can stand and reach and do a lot of different dynamic tasks.
The pastor who spent years helping others find hope now found himself learning a different lesson, that recovery isn't about returning to the life you had, but building the life that's still ahead.
I had to accept the new reality, and that's incredibly hard. And so instead of focusing on what has been lost, this is where I begin to rebuild.
Along the way, Scott found comfort in a team that supported both his healing and his faith.
The word God says that he is the great physician. And I believe that he was physicians on this earth for a reason, and therapists and nurses and aides and everybody here for a reason. And I believe you are the hands and feet of Jesus, not only to me, but to so many others here. What you're doing, you are contributing to making an eternal difference to the people around you. And I'm forever grateful that I'm at a place that invites Jesus in and is a part of the process.